Hey guys, it is me, Zoe, here at Chestnut Hills Farmstead. Today, we're going to hang out with the animals for a little bit. It's beautiful out here. And then we're going to head home and get in the kitchen to do something that you guys have requested. I see lots and lots of goats. All the goats. Hey, Shadow. Hey, Shadow. Gypsy, you gonna give everybody some sugars? Oh, there's House. Hi, House. I'm coming in there. Woo. I hear you up there. I hear you up there, Tater. Let's check in on the geese, too. So I'll see, we've moved the huts down as well. So a little something that's changed since the last video is we have moved these huts down some. I've taken my panels down. We'll fix all those. But as you see, it's really far back now. It used to be right here where all this is worn down. Because we are going to put a fence up between these two. Right there where that wooden post is, we're going to put a fence up. We're going to separate the birds from the goats. And that way we can put the alpacas over there as well when we get some more for Shadow. And that way it'll keep the goats out of the birdhouse. So that's next on our list, is to get a fence going. We're not going to do that today. Chance, take that, put that up. I'm going to check on the geese and let's see if we've got anything yet. Oh goodness. So there's still only 3 under her and 5 under her. I guess Farmer Rat's on a roll. Now he's backing up Sister to the water trailer. Y'all get that going. I'm going to go and feed the cows. Our girl Gypsy over here has been separating herself. So I'm wondering if she's getting pretty darn close. Are you getting close? Girlfriend, you getting pretty darn close too. Look at that belly. Look at that belly. My goodness. cows. Let's go feed the cows. Let's go up here and see. I hear Taylor bellowing. Let's go check on them. Coming, Taylor. Oh, I hear Ferdinand. Hey, Ferd. I hear you. Taylor, is that good? Hungry girl, always a hungry girl. Hey, Cinco. Hey, Cinco. Y'all been using your hut to get out of the sun? Probably not. Probably not. All right, so let's go get them some water, get our water trailer filled up, come around and get everybody some water. We'll head over to the donkeys and we'll check on the goslings, the baby chicks, and see if anything else has hatched. Isn't it a pretty day on the farm today? I think it's beautiful out here. So I was explaining that we're gonna start another project soon, but not today. But you went and got our cattle panels for a temporary fence that we're gonna be putting up so that we can separate birds and goats.
Yeah.
Because goats keep getting in our bird pen.
Yeah. And birds keep the goat's water nasty.
So we're gonna put up a temporary fence with panels. As I was walking through the paddock, I was showing them how we had moved everything. So we got a stack of pallets. That was my beautiful chicken coop, because right here where this wood is, so we're going to take these panels across there. Because we don't want to make a permanent fence, right?
Well, all of this is changing.
Things are changing. It's ever evolving, right?
Well, we've already said that the goats are moving up a paddock.
Mm-hmm.
And the birds will be in this one down here.
But we don't have an upper paddock to move them to.
Yeah.
Yet.
But we cut straight across here between these two wooden posts. Birds will be on this end. I can put their pool in where it waters the gardens and the orchard.
Orchard, yeah.
Took me a minute. And I'm going to leave this for the goats for now. When we build that upper paddock, goats are moving up there and alpacas will have this.
Right.
Male alpacas will have this.
Right. Yeah.
And then when we can build an alley between the two and give you another area, then we'll worry about females. But females are going to be a while.
Right. So that is why things are kind of looking a little different from the last video. We didn't have a whole video to dedicate to just dragging those darn things across the pasture.
And nobody wanted to see us redoing what we'd already done.
Right. So we'll just throw it in right here while the water trailer fills up.
What are you doing?
Hey, House. He's laying in the shade, Dad.
Hoss the boss.
Yeah. He's taking a break.
He's been working hard.
He's smiling.
Hoss, you do a good job. He comes from good parents. He does a good job.
He does. There he is. He's waiting on us. Hey, Jack. You happy to see us? Hey, girls. I'm coming to feed you right now. I'm headed in.
Now, why y'all want to go over there? You got feed in this trough over here. There you go. There's 2 troughs right there with feed in it, Jack. They just decided they wanted yours.
So here we are at the barn.
Oh, you got 2 of them.
2 of them. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Hey, look. Oh,
One's
that
getting
one.
a little fluffy.
That one is,
That one is zipped all the way around, so we need to leave it alone. Because it got water in here to keep it from drying out.
It does.
As long as it's got water in here to keep it from drying out, it should be okay.
Okay. Well, we need to get that one out for sure. It's fluffy.
Yeah, that one's
it's trying to get to us.
It said, come on, let's go.
Hello.
That one we can let it dry out.
Okay. Yeah, that one we can let stay for another day.
Let it stay in there and dry. That one's ready to go.
Hi. Oh, goodness.
That one said, let's go with brother. I'm ready for some feed.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Hi, fluffy little thing. Isn't that adorable? You're so adorable. Yes, you are. Adorable. You look like a little withered up chipmunk, but she's cute. Hey. Okay, let's go get you some feed.
Can y'all spot some in there that's not like the others? Like right there. One's got his head over in the feed. Everybody doing good.
Well, all was squared away at the farm. So now we're going to head to practice, and then we're going to meet y'all in the kitchen, because you guys have been requesting for us to make biscuits and gravy. So that's what we're going to do for our dinner tonight, and we're going to do it with you guys. All right, well, we have made it home from baseball practice. So we're going to get started making some buttermilk biscuits to go with our sausage and gravy. And what we'll need is very simple. We'll need some flour, baking powder, baking soda, some buttermilk, and cold butter. So I know a lot of people have taught you to do the pastry blender or use a food processor to blend up your cold butter with your flour. But I was taught to use our hands because you can mix it in and get it incorporated really well, and you'll know what consistency it is. So we're going to go ahead and get all of our powders, our flour, our baking powder, and our baking soda in, get them mixed, and then we're going to start incorporating the butter in. So we did 2 cups of all-purpose flour. We're going to do 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And we're going to do about a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. I'm just going to mix all this in together. And another little trick that I did learn about butter is you can grate it in. And that really helps to incorporate it well. This is a 1/3 cup of butter, which is 5½ tablespoons if you're using stick butter. Okay, so we're just going to get that incorporated in well. See, I'm just running the butter and the flour mixture through my fingers. And by using the cold butter, that's what creates the flaky pockets in the biscuits, is because as the butter is melting during the baking process, it leaves those little pockets of butter. So we're going to take 1 cup of buttermilk and we're going to go ahead and slowly start adding this in. I'm only going to do about a 1/2 cup first. And let's just start our dough. Now we've got a real loose dough. Just going to start using my hands to keep incorporating it. Okay. We are ready to transfer to the table. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to lightly flour this a little bit. So we're not going to keep mixing and mixing. What we're going to do is we're going to fold over and push down. And we're going to fold over, push down. Because this is going to create some layers here. We're folding and pushing. Okay, I've got me a pan that's ready. I got my biscuit cutter, give us those pretty edges. And when you put this in here, straight down, straight up, no twisting. Straight down, straight up. I'm going to take what's left. I'm going to do the same thing we just did. Down, up. Some pretty thick biscuits. And this one should make one more. This one just be our little scratch biscuit. Some people have discard dough. It's going to be our discard biscuit. Okay, into the oven, and then we're going to get started on gravy. Okay, so we got the biscuits. They're in the oven at 350 for about 10 to 12 minutes. We'll just watch the tops, make sure they're not browning too fast. But now we've got to get started on this gravy. And with this gravy, you're going to need 1 pound of sausage, ground sausage. You can use whatever spice level you want. We use mild. So the process that we're going to go through is we're going to cook our ground sausage. And then once it's cooked, we're going to leave the grease in. Then we sprinkle flour on it. The flour is going to cook for just a couple of minutes. And that's what it's going to give us the thickness that we want. And then we'll slowly add in milk and all of our seasonings, salt and pepper. And we're going to let that cook up until it thickens to the desired consistency that we want. So let's get started on that so that it can get done when the biscuits are ready. Okay, we got our sausage cooked down. So I did not remove it from the pan at all. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to sprinkle some flour over it. And I've turned the eye down to low, about a 2, might do a 3. And let me just show you what we're going to do with the flour. So this is a little less than half a cup. And we're just going to sprinkle it on there. We're going to coat that sausage real good. Nope, they're not quite done yet. So we're going to let those biscuits go a few more minutes. Let's say about 4 more minutes. And what you do is this flour, you see how it's starting to turn kind of thick? That's what we want. This is our thickening agent to make our flour is cooking up with that grease. And that's what's going to make our gravy thick. So we're going to let it cook for just a couple of minutes, no more than about 2 minutes. But we are going to keep it moving. And now we're going to add some milk. But we're going to add this milk real slow. I would say about a cup to start. Now we're going to turn our heat on up to about 4. We're going to let this start getting warmed up, and then it's going to begin to thicken up. Okay, as you can see, it's gotten really thick, real thick. So we're going to go ahead and start thinning it out a little bit more at a time. But as we thin it out, the longer it sits here, it's just going to thicken. So if you think you've added too much liquid, you probably have not, because it is still going to thicken because it's still absorbing and cooking in with that flour. See, it didn't take long for it to absorb that. So I went ahead. So this is going to be about 3 cups total of milk. I'm going to go ahead and add in some seasoning now. So I'm just going to let this kind of simmer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this on low just for a few minutes, long enough for the biscuits to finish. And when the biscuits are done, we're going to plate it up and let's let Nick try it. Well, looky, looky, looky. Biscuits and gravy. Okay, first impressions. Homemade biscuits.
Well, you're never going to go wrong with homemade biscuits and gravy. True Southern homemade biscuits and gravy. There's some other versions out there, I'm sure, but not going to be the same.
It's hot.
That's what that's supposed to taste like. That's what biscuit and gravy is supposed to taste like.
Now, I want you to open up that biscuit and tell me if it's okay on the inside. I know I need to brown them a little longer.
That one's not bad. But nope, that's just right.
Good biscuit?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
There's nothing you can't put on that biscuit right there and it satisfy anybody, whatever they want.
Thumbs ups. All right, biscuits and gravy, homemade buttermilk biscuits, homemade sawmill gravy. It's got sausage, flour, some spices, and milk. I mean, you can't, that's staples in most houses. And then the biscuits, just some flour, baking powder, baking soda, buttermilk, and butter. I mean, this right here could satisfy anybody really fast. I hope you guys try it. Y'all been wanting to know about it and asking about it, and here it is. So go try it and let us know how you like it. We love you guys. We'll see y'all next time. Bye.